lot. I want to do today. First, I want to go over the Poly bots that we set up yesterday. I see a clear bug here. First, I see no open orders, nothing. So what does that mean, dude? What does that mean? Is it not trade? Are they not trading? Do I have an error? I don't know. But then I had an idea yesterday. I'm going to launch a Hyperliquid node. So the reason I'm going to launch a Hyperliquid node is because this is getting liquidation. This is getting people's positions, right? And it's calling my API, which is looping through and processing people's positions every like 60 seconds or so. So there's at minimum a 60-second delay here on both on this right here and then on these longs liquidated. So if I go ahead and launch a node, I will have no delay. So it's going to take it from 60 seconds to 1 second, and I'll get the information so much faster. So it's going to make the whole quant app 2x better. And then on top of that, you can't get liquidations on Hyperliquid right now. So it's a little weird trading on Hyperliquid, looking at people's positions on Hyperliquid, but then I'm looking at Binance liquidations because this is what I can get. I can't get actual liquidations unless I launch a node. So the plan for today, I'll be tinkering with the quant app here. Let's go look at the plan from the page. If you get in before 9 a.m., you get the full replay. Just in case you're late, there's 3 spots left. So the nothing ever happened bot updates. Okay, that's what we're gonna do first. Okay, so I want to see what's going on. Why does it say no order value, no positions, nothing? There must be a bug or something. I don't know. I'm gonna continue to use Claude Code to build out new quant app features. You heard why I'm building quant app, because that's where the majority is spending their time. This is the #1 product here in crypto. You know, Hyperliquid is the #1 product, and the #1 product within Hyperliquid is 40x or max leverage on whatever symbol they have. Okay, so you know the plan. Those are the 2 first steps of the plan. Third step is going to launch the Hyperliquid node, and then I'll probably end up getting into a trade here. Maybe the price has to go up because I can't schedule any longs. You see that? So I have 2 shorts scheduled. It's when this guy gets liquidated, and then when one of these guys get liquidated, I'll add to it. So I got 1,000 on the entry there, and I'll add a little bit more. And then I have this risk setting here, which is awesome. It only lets me trade between 7 and 3 p.m. Guess what time it is? It's 8 a.m. So I am able to add positions now, but I would rather just enter with my liquidations, as that is somewhat proven. None of this is plug and play. It's just somewhat proven based off back tests, right? There's still intuition to this, but I'm shifting the intuition from picking the price to the intuition to picking the liquidation. And since everybody gets liquidated, the only time I want to enter long or short, because I know I cannot predict price by hand, is based on people's liquidations. And that's the whole thesis behind the quant app. But there's also guardrails, right? We have the risk control. So I can never go past my max drawdown for the day. I have max leverage. I could put max leverage. It will auto close if I go over this max leverage. I'm doing 40x because that's what everybody else is doing. But maybe you want to be more responsible and say, hey, if I ever go 20x, close my position. I got to take profits, stop losses. Max drawdown risk. This is sick. Sick so far. But at the end of the day, I don't really believe in 40x trading, but I'm kind of proving that this quant app is making it safer to 40x trade, simply for the reason that I have been alive for 2 weeks now as a 40x trader. And when I was trading by hand, the thing that got me to automate my trading was trading too much size with too much leverage too often. And I would have been liquidated in 2-3 days. So that's kind of proofs in the pudding, but we'll see. Okay, let's get into it. So step 1, I want to see what's going on here. Okay, let's go ahead to Claude Code here. And let's jump on over to our testing poly markets. Okay. So you can see here. So we have this new auto underscore redeem underscore positions.py. I need you to do a full analysis because it's been 24 hours and it shows 0 open positions and 0 open orders. See what's going on. Is there a bug or something? And then while she does that, I want to go ahead and manually check because maybe there's actually no positions. So May 13th, what account am I on now? Let's go to Poly Market. Let's go to Poly Market here, and I'm going to manually log in. Chris, what's up, dude? I see you out there. PG, how are you? Poly Market. So she's analyzing what the hell is going on, dude. What the hell is going on? Why are there no trades? Why are there 0 trades? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there's a bug, maybe not, but regardless, we're iterating now. We're iterating to success. That's it. Every single day, let's get it. Let's get it. I'm gonna work on everything. I'm gonna work on everything piece by piece, day by day. Everything that I think is the most important. Not everything in the world, of course not. Keep it focused in one industry. That's what I do. Let's get it. Okay, I still have 100% cash, open orders, history. Damn, so these aren't entering. That's what it is. So let's see if we can go ahead and total markets tracked 120, 131. What is this? This is the field checker. All right, just helping you debug. I see the field checker actually died here. And then let's see V1, V0, and then trades attempted, trade successful, orders filled. Okay, so this says May 13th. So there's something wrong here. And then here, this is the May 13th bot, which is the no market bot V0. And it looks like it attempted a lot of trades, but then I look at the screenshot of the actual account and it has no open orders and attempted no trades. So I think there's probably a bug here. We need to look into our lag R bots to see how we place orders. And then we need to go ahead and print out these stats a little better when they tries to put an order. Like for example, if there's a error, we need to sleep for like uh let's sleep after we put in an order. Let's go ahead and build. No, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and take the function, the logic here from our V0 and figure out what's going on with our orders and place an order that has the prints of the actual error of the order. And then you can see what the error is that is in our V0 of the no market bot. And if we figure that out, then we can update all of the other versions in order to get this going. But essentially, there's just no trade activity on this sample of V0 that I see on my account. You can see there's no open orders or history. I mean, the history is from our lag R bots. So something's wrong with how we set up our no market bots because you can see it says opportunity seen 514, trades attempted 194, zero successful trades, but I have zero open orders and zero history of non-lag R bot trades. This is for the V0 account, which is running on May 13th. All right, let's get it, dude. Let's get it. AI all day. I love AI. I'm so grateful to be here, dude. Damn, just grateful for another day on Earth, dude. Another day on Earth, another chance to fucking step on the gas. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's show everybody that doesn't matter who you are, dude. I don't care if you went to Stanford. I don't care. I don't care what your credentials are, bro. I don't care. Let's compete. Let's compete. Okay, let's see what Shorty said. Let's compete, baby. Let's compete every day. Lock in. Let's compete. Okay, so Moondev analysis. The script is working correctly. Script is not broken. Beautiful. May 13th has 117, 173 positions. Okay. These 15-minute markets. Okay. The real question, why aren't the lag bots currently trading? We're not using the lag bots, gang. Yeah, that's your problem. That's your problem right there. I see the issue. The bot says 171 trades, but the shows no actual trades from the no market bot. Yes. So all of our bots pretty much cooked from last night. Cooked from last night, dude. So we'll see what's going on here. Felix, how are you? Will recorded video share? I will put the video on the same place that you joined here. If you joined for the $1. If you're in the members area, you should see it in the live events. Good morning, 88, 82. How are you, bro? Nico, good to see you again. 777, fam. Let's get it. Felix, let's get it. Hi. Sheik says, morning, boys, and one gal. There's just one. There's one ever. It's been several minutes when I'm looking for the Zoom link. Hey, dude, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that was hard. Now that you're in the members area, it should be super easy because it's going to be in the Discord every day. The video will be recorded. I should have been here yesterday. You guys built everything already. Y'all just touching things up. Don't worry, Sheik. You got the replay from yesterday. It's already in that link. So I think you just joined today. So you have that replay for the link. And yeah, you'll be able to see all the ideas and all that good stuff. So watch that later. But lock in today. This is far. Let's get it, 82. I just upgraded to Claude Max. Ingrid says, okay. It said I was reset on Thursday. I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I can't wait. I can't wait either. I can't wait either, bro. Brah, Ingrid. Sorry, I say bro all the time, and there's literally one lady ever. So much love to her, and much love to Jane, Ingrid and Jane. Uh, but yeah, you can't wait for that. It's $200 a month. It's hefty. It is hefty, but like if you're gonna hire somebody to do this, or you're gonna try to code by hand, either one of them are gonna be more expensive. Fees have been introduced on Polymarket on M15 crypto. Really? Agentic engineer and quant. Let's get it. Let's get it. Art. What's good? Felix 777. Doctor 777. Happy elite member. Let's get it, 82. Welcome to the crew. Let's get it. Okay, so we're debugging this, but while that happens, I want to go ahead and talk about this just a little bit. So what I want to go ahead and do is, so what are the legit steps here in order to launch a Hyperliquid node? Go ahead and search Cherry servers as that's the one I'm most comfortable with. I'm not too cost sensitive, so I'm not going to go change my hosting company in order to have save 50 or $100. You can also look at the other options that would be enough to run a Hyperliquid node. This is the first task here is figuring out how on Cherry servers or if needed, if it's like such a huge discount, we could use a different service provider. Here's a couple, but Google these, figure out the size I need, the price it's going to be, and what the other options are. I can't remember what the other server options are. But Volter has been said a lot. I can't remember the other ones though. People shield Volter a lot. Volter. What else? What are the other? There's this other one, dude. There's this other one that people shield all the time. Jane always talks about it. Um, fudge. Let's see here. Cheapest VPS for devs. Hostinger, no. Contabo, no. Although I do use Contabo. Ghetto, but oh, Hetzner. Hetzner is the one that Hetzner is the one that Jane always shields. But she also shielded Cloudflare, which I freaking hate. I'm a big Cloudflare hater, but she made me do it, and I'm glad she did because I would have been really hacked if she didn't. So it was about 2 years ago. She made me do it. She said you have to use Cloudflare, and I'm like, well, fine. What do you mean? The 15-minute crypto. M15 means the 15-minute crypto, meaning you get wrecked on the point 0.5 in the book. Damn. So fees have been introduced to the 15-minute crypto. So now they're Hyperliquid with 1500x leverage. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Not a 3% fee. No. For real? A 3% fee? Okay, Moondev, no market bot fixes complete. The place limit order function and all no market bots had two critical bugs. Wrong signature. Okay, use typed one. Wrong credentials. Okay, hard coded. So fixes apply. So how did you know that did you run the code to see if it actually works now? And is there a script that I can run to see the proof of how you use this? If you could send me back a just a script that uses the exact functionality that will just buy $1 size on that May 13th account and it's used the same buy sell functionality so I can then just let it ride for 24 hours and trust that it works this time. and then make sure that the all the bots are production ready, meaning there's no like sleep in there or something that we're trying to catch the bugs for or anything. All right, so she said it's Gucci now, so we'll see. Let's get it, Ken. How are you, dude? Ken, read my reply. Polymarket learn fee trading fees. Damn, 3% is insane, dude. That's insane. I should have tested it. Let me create a real test. Yes, come on, gang. Let's get it. Don't play. Don't freaking play with me, dude. Come on. Okay, got it. Got all the info. Here's the breakdown. vCPUs is what's needed. So I'm launching a Hyperliquid node, and I've never launched a node before. So this should be a hell of a project. A hell of a project, dude. This is for Quantap to make it even better because now we're gonna have a node. That's insane. So major update here, 1.6 major build list. Um, 1.6 here. I think I'm going all in on Hyperliquid and not building for anybody else. On my list, I said I could build for a different exchange and put this out free if you like went through my affiliate link, but I'm all in on Hyperliquid because their vision aligns with mine. I fucking hate finance. I hate a lot of the people in it. Obviously not you guys. A lot of them are motherfucking just bad incels and just like talking nasty stuff about women, nasty stuff about people, nasty stuff about non-white people, dude. So I like Hyperliquid for the open finance. Like fuck Wall Street, let's build it all on Hyperliquid. So I think I'm gonna stick with the quant app being on Hyperliquid. Now the downside of that is that I'm not gonna be able to give away like a free version and just like get paid back with affiliate fees, but that's fine. We don't need to do free stuff anymore. This is wartime. This is wartime, dude. So let's get it. Okay, so and I don't have to connect to some sketch exchange like Blowfin or one of these that will give me a fat referral. But it's like, I'm good.
Yes, so it must be learn.
Baby, learn so we can earn, baby, earn. Launching, launching a node today. Thank you, Nico. Thank you for your faith, bro. That's all I need. That's all I need. Thank you for your belief in me, fam. Thank you. So it's just deploying packages on a server. Claude got your back. Check node documentation and the easy way. It's easy. It's easy. That's like I read the instructions on how to launch a node, and I was like, this seems suspiciously easy. But okay, let's see this. vCPUs is what I need. I need 16. I'm not gonna be a validator. 64 RAM, 500 gigabyte SSD, Ubuntu ports 4001. Okay, yada yada. Import 100 gigabytes of logs a day. Plan for archiving. Okay, provider comparison 233 a month on Cherry servers or 229 a month on for a bigger one. Perfect match for non-validator. Hetzner cheapest by far. Insane value, 3x the specs for half the price. Okay, I gotta do that. Right? Germany, Finland, US only though. One-time setup fee of 175. That's where they get you. Okay, that's where Hetzner gets you, dude. So that's a gotcha. Okay, my recommendation, lowest latency for best for trading is Cherry servers. I need low latency. I'm just gonna do Cherry servers. I'm comfy with it. Okay, so best value, conscious, best if latency isn't critical. So my question here is like, isn't Hetzner kind of a gotcha, right? It's low prices, but $175 setup fee. So they're just betting that most people aren't going to run servers for more than a month, in my mind. I don't know. Be short and concise on the Cherry servers versus Hetzner. Latency is nice to have. I mean, low latency, right? And also, can you confirm where the Hyperliquid servers are? I mean, I know they're based out of Singapore now, the company, but how do you prove exactly where the servers are? So she says I would go Cherry Singapore. The latency advantage matters for trading data. Have to be cautious on security side of it. Hetzner is good. Chris E says, Moon, quick question. Which AI would you Claude Code? Claude Code. Okay, Claude Code, but I was using ChatGPT for 8 hours yesterday. And what I like about ChatGPT is the being able to speak to her and then she translates it and sends me like it's like instead of typing, right? My iPhone translation dictator is just not that good, or dictation dictator. My phone iPhone is my dictator, but my iPhone dictation is just not that good. So ChatGPT has a nice little microphone button that you can just speak into. It translates it or transcribes it and then sends it to ChatGPT. So I've been doing a lot of research on things like this and other things. And so for like research type stuff, I'm just on my phone and it's just like phone voice to 5.2 fire. Coding, Claude, hands down. And then my backup, like on the computer, if I just want to get some information, I use Grok. So that's my trippy kit right now. But you know, it's all similar. The real thing that matters is the input. How many hours are you inputting? How many questions are you asking? How many things are you trying to build? Because all of these, I could get off with Haiku. I could get off with Claude. I mean, I could get off with OpenAI version 3, dude. It's the input. So let's get it. Hetzner math setup fee. So Hetzner is 290 to start. Cherry's 233 to start. Let's get it. Month two. Oh my God. So you save money on Hetzner long term. Break even 1.5. After that, Hetzner saves you 118. Not a gotcha, just discourages short term tire kickers. For infrastructure you're running long term, it's a no brainer cost. We got some liquidations coming through here. Where are HL servers? They're Tokyo is confirmed. Validators who moved to Tokyo saw dramatically better block performance. The official docs recommend Tokyo for lowest latency. Who has Tokyo? You can verify yourself, okay? The company is based in Singapore, but the infrastructure is in Tokyo. So latency to HL from Cherry is 50 to 80 milliseconds. Total per year is $2,800. You know them. New provider. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. You dropped Aster from the runners list. Um, do you mean Aster for the quant app or what are you? Yeah, what are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? If latency matters, Cherry servers, Singapore. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go Cherry servers then. Bottom line, Cherry versus Hetzner. I'm going Cherry because I'm comfy with it and it's got less latency. Cherry is the case, and building for Aster decks, I did stop building for them. I was just farming. Go ahead and give me a table of exactly what I need to set up on Cherry to get this going in order to host a non-validating node on Hyperliquid. Give me that table so I can, it's short, concise, so I can screenshot it and have some notes. I saw something about Docker on Mac OS with Ubuntu. Don't you have a 96 gigabyte? I have a 96 gigabyte. Yeah. What would I do with that though? Docker on Mac OS Ubuntu? Like that's a mouthful, dude. Docker already scares me. What are you about to do with Docker and my 96 gigabytes? What you about to do with my 96 gigabytes, bro? Watch this about to crash with all these pretty things on my screen. Okay, so you can see here server selection, AMD, okay, Singapore 16 cores, okay, 2x 1 TB, okay, network, okay, OS and configuration, okay, Hyperliquid node requirements, met, okay, post setup, okay. Let's get it. I saw something about then run Hyperliquid node locally. Holy smokes, bro. Ken, Ken. From your iPhone, dog? From your iPhone, you're dropping heat like this? I can do that? I can do that? Can I do this? I got a 96 gigabyte computer, dude. Can I run this from my computer? Holy helly. Holy helly. Is this true? Is this facts, B? I got a fat computer. Here's my full specs. I do live on an island, so it's gonna be a little sketch, but I can reboot things. I'm always locked. That's the sketch part. Like if we're dependent on Puerto Rico electricity, we are all cooked. But for testing and for the first, a little bit of time, that's literally why I got the computer. Just to be able to get like a kind of an edge, on everybody. Like I have better infrastructure at home. So I was thinking for machine learning, but then I tried to run machine learning models on my computer and it's like, yeah, I'm using Cloud Code. On your 3 acres screen or 3 Acer screen. I was like, damn, those are some big screens. Acers. I love Acers, dude. Acers put me up. Acer was my first laptop, dude. That was just like I grew up just stealing my mom's laptop because she needed one back in the day for real estate. And I used to just cook on that, dude. But it was so bad, like it would overheat, so I had to put a cookie sheet under it. How those like cookie things to cool off cookies, little metal things. I put it under her computer so because I'd be trying to do stuff on eBay like 12, 13, 14 years old, and it would just start burning up. And then I finally made enough on eBay to buy a laptop, went over to Circuit City, dude. Circuit City for the OGs. Circuit City. And these motherfuckers were laptops were like 800, 900, 1,000, hella expensive to a kid. But that Acer was looking clean. $200. Got my first Acer. Acer gang. Let's get it. Let's get it, Acer gang. I love them. I love them. They put me on. Use this tool for checking latency ping. Holy helly, Chris. Thank you, dude. I can trust you. I can trust you guys. If you guys keep showing up, like, you know, it's deeper than that. It's like you guys are deeper than that. It's really you're giving me your time, dude. I trust you guys. I trust you guys. I'm not gonna click on a random link from somebody who hasn't been here for a few days at least. But Chris, you're my guy. Thank you. So you can check from different locations the latency there. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this. Can you run HL Node on your M3 Max? Short answer, yes. No, you just saved me 200 a month, bro. God. Oh my God, that's fire in the chat. Oh my God, dude. Okay, let's read through this.
Should be happy about. You're up too old. Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Short answer, yes. Your hardware crushes it. Okay, I need 15 or 16, RAM 64. Okay, storage 500 gigabytes. That's a little tricky for me. It's a little tricky. I don't know if I have 500 gigabytes of storage is the thing. How to run on Ubuntu 24.04. Let me go ahead and start writing down my concerns. So I need to have 500 gigabytes of storage. Is that correct? Can I use a USB? Can I use like how you plug in a hard drive? Yeah, hard drive. I got like a 5 terabyte hard drive, but I don't know if I have 500 gigabytes on my computer left. I could probably open it up if needed. Would we be able to like keep it at 500 max? Yeah. What are your thoughts there? Could I use an external? Okay, so let's go ahead here. How to run on 24.04 on Mac. Orb stack recommended. Lighter Docker plus, okay. Way better than Docker desktop. Okay. Brew install Orb stack. Okay. Orb shell, Hyperliquid. Okay. Docker run, Hyperliquid node. Okay. Free runs ARM. The real issue, Island Life Edition, uptime. Node needs 24/7. Severity high. Internet sketchy equals missed blocks high. Public IP ports 4001 need to be reachable. 100 gigabytes a day fills your SSD. Max sleeps. And then since I'm just using it to watch liquidation levels and people's positions and scanning their positions, you see what I'm using it for in the Quant app. We're just calling the API for filling up those close near liquidation. And then also we would build out something to see the actual liquidated people. Assume my power goes out and I lose service twice per week. And then I can reboot in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. What are the complications of that? Will it kill this project? Is it better to have a server? In my mind, I don't see gaps in the data that bad for testing, but maybe in the future, like if we have clients using this, then of course we move to a server. But for this time now building this, I wouldn't mind gaps, but I don't know if that's like not illegal, but like breaks the node or something, you know? I don't know, dude. GM Unreal, how are you? Built a quant trading empire, best gaming CPU. Okay. 128 gigabytes art? Damn. Upgraded my tech this week to a 5070 and 64 gigabyte DDR. Okay, I see you. That's gonna be a nice little upgrade, Bash. Thank you, Ken. What did I just miss? You just missed Ken saving me 250 bucks a month, launching a node. I was about to launch it on Cherry servers, and then he's like, "Bro, don't you have a fat computer?" And then he was right. Like I should just launch it here. Hi Moon, and all this is my first Zoom live. Motorola emoji, Moto G. What up, bro? What up, Moto? How are you, dude? Are you on a Motorola Moto G right now? 2025? You got the flip phone going? All right, let's get it. T9 me, dude. Are you T9 texting up in this bitch? How are you? Good to see you. Working off a microwave with a 4070. Damn. Moon, check this out. Hardware, AMD Ryzen, software cost, zero API. Wait, just set up SLTP. What is this? I need to nip away for a while, but I just got the keys to a kingdom, all access pass. Let's get it, Chris. There's so much code to be going through. Do you have a top five based on current market conditions that you would recommend that we would go through? I had an email exchange around this. Suggested to ask here. Nah, man, I just really can't do that. I can't do that. I'm not a financial advisor and I got to be very, very careful with that type of stuff. But I would suggest going straight through the algo trade camp, learn everything, and go in that order. Because what I do is I teach you how to automate your strategies, ideas that you may have. And then after the full boot camp, you can see that it goes on for up to 64 days. And those days are like, okay, let me test this out, see how this works. And then I show you how to build it, and then I show you this and then that and this and all these different ideas and approaches to markets. And it really comes down to what works for you, what you enjoy most, and what you want to dive deep into. So I'm excited you're in, bro. I'm excited you're in. 1 TB SanDisk SSD is fast enough and cheap, bro. You have no backup battery. I have a battery backup, but I'm very fortunate to have that. 99% of the island does not have a backup battery, a generator. So I'm very grateful for that. Send the link to the Cloud Code Max again. 128 RAM is hella flat. Hella fat. 777 Moondive Bootcamp. Thought me well, guy. Let's get it. Let's get it. I got 36 RAM. Okay. Okay. Looks like we are pushing up here as well. So that's also on my list. Is I kind of want to open up a couple other symbols, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's go ahead and read through what she said. And I do need to get back to that polymarket stuff. Yes, external drive works. Mounted on Docker VM. Okay. The 100 gigabyte log, the 500 gigabyte isn't the issue. It's that 100 gigabytes per day in just 5 days are full. For your case, current positions, liquidation, you don't need historical logs. Delete aggressively. Okay, so node stops. Is that a problem? You reboot. Node resyncs from peers. No. 20, 30-minute gap. Miss that data window. No. Twice per week. Non-validating nodes are passive observers. You're not validating blocks, not staking, not participating in consensus. You can turn it on and off whenever. For your specific use case, you're using it for near liquidation positions. Yes. Wallet position scanning. Yes. Current state equals always fresh when node is up. So I got more questions, dude. So is this going to affect the ability to stream? As I do have this, I'm showing everybody everything at all times that I'm building. So I'm streaming to YouTube through OBS and then also Zoom. Would this slow anything down there? Would it make it so I won't be able to stream? Okay, got to ask that. Don't want to bring down you guys because I'm saving 200 bucks. The 500 gigabyte isn't the issue. Okay. Delete aggressively. Okay. For your specific use case, near liquidation positions, current state, wallet position scanning, current state. And then also, how would I safely access this data, right? Um, since you're in this, yeah, you're the one who sees all the code right now, how I call the longs near lick and shorts near lick. And how do we call that from this app? Is there going to be like IP address or something? Or what do you think there? Okay, let's go ahead and get that sent in. Well, I might have another question. For your specific use case, you're using it for, okay, current state equals always fresh when node is up. Beautiful. Gaps don't matter. Events, liquidations, you miss one, downtime for dev, who cares? Now building your Mac plus SSD. Okay. Beta testing with friends, your Mac. Okay. Production, paying customers, Cherry Singapore. Okay. For development, this is perfect. Run it locally, build your APIs, test everything. Beautiful. And then assuming that we do bring on some clients or something that uses this app and it's more than just friends or close, yeah, pretty much friends. Um, Assuming that, what would the process be of changing from hosting locally to bringing it to Cherry service? Would that be pretty hard or pretty easy? Yeah, just walk me through that process. Okay, bottom line, production. For development, this is perfect. Run it locally, build your APIs, test everything. Gaps are irrelevant. You have paying users expect when you have paying users who expect 99.9% uptime, move to Cherry. Until then, save 250 a month. Quick setup summary. Get a terabyte external SSD. I got that. Install orb stack, create Ubuntu, clone HL, repo, node repo, cost zero, risk zero. Let's get it, dude. Let's get it, dude. Let's get it. Build a Docker containers and then move around is super, super easy. Okay. Thank you, Chris. I think somebody said something about Docker earlier. So fire, fire, fire. I love seeing multiple opinions of the same thing. Okay, let's go ahead and see here. All six bots are now production ready. Moondev summary, proof it works. Order placed. Okay, let's go ahead and see if that order actually was placed. Again, back to Polymarket. I'm gonna move fast. I'm not teaching this anymore. If you want to learn everything, moondev.com. If you want to learn, dude, it's on moondev.com. That's the only place you can learn from me now. Bootcamp is cooked. It's closed. The only way to get access to everything I have is moondev.com. I'm not teaching this anymore. I'm stepping on the gas. If you can't keep up, I'm sorry. It's only a dollar to join these streams. It's going back to $5, but damn, let's get it every day.
Imagine you had everything you wanted, everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be and capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want.
All right, let's go ahead and refresh all this. So tomorrow we'll go over the stats. And I don't really think there are going to be stats, to be honest, because a lot of these are going to take a few days to fill. So this isn't going to be as rapid as the lag bots. Like we're not going to get as fast iteration speed because the lag bots were every 15 minutes, and these are like buying really big dips on markets. So I'm just glad we got it fixed. I was so confused why positions weren't being added, but I'm glad we figured it out. So we're back here on the poly market, but then we're going to go back to the Hyperliquid, which is the big project for today. And I hope to get it done within the time frame I set out. And if I didn't, that's okay. You can go ahead and bounce out whenever you're going to get the refund, or not refund, replay, but you also could have a refund always. 90-day money back guarantee because the Costco guarantee is so, so sick, dude. I bought that PS5 so, so fast. When she told me I could have a unlimited money back guarantee whenever, dude. Okay, great. I'll teach you everything. You can have your money back after that. How about that? I want to be fair. I want to be fair. And if you feel like you don't get absolutely what you paid for from these streams or anything you buy from me, 100% money back guarantee, 90 days, no questions asked. I don't care. I don't want your money. I want your mind, dude. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, so we should have all five set up now. So let me go ahead and put that on my note sheet here about Poly Market. Stay locked, stay locked. Okay, Quant app. I think I'm gonna run it locally if I can. We're gonna start doing that more in a second, but I just want to write notes here that on my Poly Market stuff. So we had a bug that wasn't putting the orders in. So yesterday's test of the 5 Poly Market bots 6 poly market bots actually didn't do anything. So we'll look back over it. It will take probably a couple weeks for things to happen, but we'll keep iterating. I have some good ideas that I set up yesterday. I can see below. Okay, sick. All right, this is gonna be sick, dude. Now I've got everything off the list, everything focused here now. Yes, I'll probably catch a trade. Yes, I'll probably have coin app updates here. I'll do these two things, throughout, but nothing ever happens. Bots have been updated. We're done. If you get in here before 9 a.m., you get the full replay. Okay, now we're going to be making updates to the Quant app as I trade. So these two things are going to be throughout. This is the big project right now. I don't know how long this is going to take. Shout out to the chat, bro. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. You just saved me $200 a month, dude. Save me $200 a month. This is so far. 777. Let's get it. All right, let's get over then. Moondash. Okay, so here we go. Let's read through this. I just am a little intimidated by this, to be real. I've always been intimidated by launching a node. But damn, if I'm able to run this from my computer, then fire. Okay, will it affect streaming? Absolutely, almost certainly no. Your max M3 is overkill. So beautiful. That's good to hear. Low balance, dude. What the helly? Why does it say low balance? Damn, so we got another bug I need to fix first. Will jurisdiction be a factor? I don't know. It's a good question, dude. It's a good question. Is it a factor for you guys through the API up in the States? Through the API specifically. Hey, so it says low balance, which is weird because I log into this account and there is a balance. You can see the screenshot. So I think we have something wrong here as well. I would use Cherry service to make sure I don't get flagged. I don't think this is getting connected to my account. And also, they don't block where I live. So I got lucky. I got lucky. You know where I live, but they don't block it. So yeah. I think they just forgot in the API. Straight up. I mean, I can't use the user interface. I think they just forgot to like I can't use the user interface, but I can use the API. So I really don't know if you can use the API from where you guys are at, but haha, he says shh. Use Nord. Okay. A suggestion when you're launching into the cloud and using public IPs, instead of exposing the server via IP, perhaps consider giving people access to ZNTA client. Hmm. Interesting. I'm gonna write that down. I need to understand that better and make sure that that stuff is safe. Safe. Right now, I'm the only user of Quant app, so it's chill for now. But once I start onboarding people, then yeah, I need to really think about that stuff because that's how I went down with the hack, bro. Is I had too much information there about my API and how to access it, and it wasn't that secure. So that was my bad. I'm learning in public, so let's go to that poly market and figure out what's going on here because you can see it says low balance 0. And if it shows low balance 0, what the hell is going on, dude? Is there actually 0 balance? I don't think so, but maybe. Let's go to Jan 2 here. Let me log in. Maybe that is the one that was 0 because I know one of them has low balance, but I didn't see any zero. I didn't see any zeros yesterday. Saw like 56 cents on one of them. And I thought I removed it, but maybe not. No, I got cash, B. Um, you can see that I do have cash and it actually did put an order in. So something weird is happening here. It shows that I have zero balance. This is for V4. Um, so it probably wouldn't put the orders in, but I do have a balance. And you can see that in the top right, I have portfolio of 111 and cash of 110. So it looks like something's wrong on V4, which I assume is wrong on all of them. But you can see at the bottom, it did put an order in this time. So we did make a improvement here, but something's going on with the balance. I have screenshot of that, Chris E. Thank you so, so much. We building. Let's get it, Bash. Let's get it. We building. I see you. I like that. Anyone try this, Ralph Wiggum? It runs Cloud Code all night. Damn. Uses a lot of tokens. Are you still using tokens, dude, or are you on the paid plan? Or like the Okay, let's read through this while she's working. So OBS, okay, yada yada. Zoom, okay, yada yada. The M3 handles 8K video editing, okay. Mode, yada yada. Open activity while running. If CPU spikes 80%, okay. How do you access the data? Quant app, Hyperliquid API, okay. Rate limited, shared with your own node. Quant app, okay. Your node exposes the same API endpoints locally, okay. One config, migration change, okay. Local cherry servers, what changes is the node goes from local host to that. Okay. Set up cherry servers, install HL node. And then what about like if I give people access to this app, how would they access my node if it's running on my computer? You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm calling local host, what do they call? Again, assuming we're running on my computer. Dude, if I run infrastructure for like a fund here, I sell this to a fund that has some quantitative traders, dude, and I run the infrastructure from Puerto Rico, I'm cooked. We're all cooked. It'll go down in the middle of a trading session or something. No, no, no way. No way. But for the first couple months, we're good.
That's something I always live by. Not gonna rest. I'm gonna keep on pushing now. A lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just gonna keep going. Just gonna keep going, and I'll figure these things out as we go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time. Rest at the end. Rest at the end.
Thank you. Thank you, dude. It seems like another great suggestion from Chris E today. Thank you, bro. I see bad reactions on it too. So you guys are telling me, dude, listen to this man. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. Moondive, let's get it. I love this. Thank you for the fire, bro. Thank you for the love. I always see you telling people to cancel their plans and use yours. Is that via Discord chats only? Yeah, it's only through Discord chats. So, that's just my marketing side, bro. It's just my marketing side. You get free AI. You get free AI in the Discord. I can't give APIs, but I did do that last Christmas and it was expensive as fuck. But, I like to do something for the people every once in a while. I gave API keys and it ran up hard, fast. Honestly, cooked me, but last Christmas was a very special time for crypto. So it was just like, that's all good with me. If you guys are cooking, you're cooking, you get something out of it. Okay, so this is how it works. Here's the reality. Your friend hits their computer, localhost, this computer I'm on, it's not shareable. Options for sharing your node. Expose your IP, simple but sketchy. Okay. Is this what Homeboy was talking about, Chris? Would that help? Hey, are you not gonna go ahead and take screenshots anymore? Would this help with the IP thing, my personal IP? Okay, so let's read through the rest of this. So Cloudflare tunnel, okay. Best for testing. Free secure, no exposed IP. Bruins.cloudflare, okay. Gives you randomname.cloudflare.com. Friends call that IP. Your IP stays hidden. Free, slight latency, secure. URL changes unless you configure it. No port forwarding. Tail scale. That's what you're saying. Tail scale. I think, yeah, tail scale. Private VPN mesh. Only invited people can access. Yo, we're definitely getting the motherfucking cheap Ubers right now. We're getting the cheap Ubers right now. It's very, very clear. We're just burning VC cash with all this AI. It's very, very inexpensive right now. So we have to step on the gas right now before it's like 10x more expensive. Ideally they figure some stuff out and compress it better. So once they run out of VC cash, the prices are actually cheaper. But I really think we're just burning VC cash right now with this AI. Same play. Airbnbs used to be cheap. Uber used to be cheap. Tailscale, private mesh, only invited people can access. So your node gets a private IP like this. Okay. Only friends on your Tailscale network can reach it. Friends must install Tailscale. Very secure extra step. Option 4, the real answer. Production pattern. Your node is never directly accessed by users. Cloudflare tunnel. API.moondev public URL. Friends API. Friends quant app. Everyone calls the same URL. You control where it points. I think I found an edge in the markets, but it only trades 8 times every 5 years. Is this normal? It can be normal. Yeah. If you want to only trade 8 times a year, that's not a bad life, dude. That's not a bad life. Like you know, everybody wants to be a high frequency trader, but if I could trade 8 times a year and be more profitable and less stressed than a high frequency trader, fuck yeah. All right, Chris. Good to see you, bro. I'll send you the replay. I love that all these AI companies are competing, Brandon. Brandon makes a great point. Chats used to be limited, but now the AI companies are competing. So the expensive stuff is the new feature and new features. Yeah, dude. And they're all competing. Like it's a race to the bottom for them, and we're the consumer. So we get all the benefit. So beautiful. It's like, yeah, you guys compete, keep giving us more and more and more, and we'll just keep stepping on the gas while this is cheap. While you guys are competing, send it to zero, dude. Send it to zero. I think at some point this is going to run out. This free money is going to run out. It's a big bubble, right? It's a big bubble of investors giving AI companies a ton of money and those companies giving us money essentially in credits. Like we definitely spend more than 200 a month on Claude. I know I do, at least. When I was tracking it, it was like a few thousand a month for 200 bucks. That's an arbitrage. That's why I'm here so often. Everyone calls the same URL. My recommendation is building just you, local host, Cloudflare tunnel, paying customers, Cherry. Okay. So I'll do Cherry with what Chris said earlier. Yes, exactly. The cybersec person is spot on. This is option 3 I mentioned. Tailscale creates private network. Only invited users can connect. Okay. Same concept. Your public IP, okay. Your real IP is never exposed. Okay. What is the easiest way to set this up that I can have other people safely use the node that's on my computer? I'm also thinking that we should have like um, node toggled on or off. So when node is on, we'll use my node, and when it's off, we'll use somebody else's node, or we won't use somebody else's node. We'll use what we have now. You know, the API, calling the API that we have that gets the longs near lick, shorts near lick. When node is off, we'll just have that version working, meaning that if this is hard to set up, we can, for production, we can just give the old way while we figure out how to get this all set up. But give me the lowest barrier, easiest to build way to run this on my computer and then give access to, let's say, 20 people, but safely. And I don't want to expose my IP because I'll get hacked. Hey, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead, girl. Okay, so let's go back here and see what's going on with the poly market stuff. So there's something going on here. So all fixed. Let me fix that. Okay. Public key. Okay. Balance fixed. 2 bugs fixed. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, let me launch all these again. So again, these are the no market bots, and I'll launch them all here again, and then we'll check back and on them over the time. But time is irrelevant. So what time will it be? I don't know. I don't know. Just whenever time. Only time is now. Let's get it. You can see my computer's lagging, bro. That's why I'm like, can I really run a node on this bitch? I got WebSockets, I got Zoom, I got OBS, dude. Sheesh. And then let's give her this. Let's give her my activity monitor because my shit is heavy right now. I'm running a lot of stuff. Check out my activity monitor at the moment. This is usually what it's at. You can see I'm at 78 of 96 memory used. It's because I have like 14 terminals running some heavy processes. I got bots running. I've got OBS running. Got my notes that are heavy. Google Chrome has hella tabs. Do you think it's still going to work here on my computer? Easiest tail scale, 30 minutes. Okay, so tail scale. We'll use tail scale. You get a private IP like that. Write it down. Okay. Friends join the network. Download, tail scale, install, and sign up. I don't love that part. Me, don't love that part. No. If you are overworking your computer, you got to sacrifice some apps. Yeah. It's just hard for me to sacrifice, bro. Hard for me to sacrifice. I don't want to sacrifice anything, dude. Can't sacrifice, bro. I'm too locked. Got too much going on. Okay, honest assessment. Looking at your activity monitor, HL node 64 gigabytes, you have 17 free. You're asking a 64 gigabyte, 15, so 17 with a 17 gigabyte headroom.
You're up too old. Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Try it anyway. Low effort. Chrome, low, free up. Yo, my motherboard is not going to last very much longer, 82. It's not going to last very much longer. I've been burning this shit. I've been running these fucking WebSockets for a year and a half straight. Smoked, dude. Smoked. But you know what? I never spent this much on a computer ever. And you know what happened in the first month of it? I got a puppy and she bit the screen. So I can't even use the laptop. I'm on a TV right now. She smoked me, but I love her, so I don't care. I couldn't have cared less. RIP, big RIP, but I got the best gift ever. Okay, so you can see options here. Try it anyway. Close some tabs. Not closing tabs. Not closing Chrome. I think I'm gonna use Cherry. I'm gonna use Cherry, but okay, so I'm gonna just use Cherry. I think we're just gonna use Cherry here, and then what we're gonna do here is I think, should we just build a new GitHub in order to do all this? Because then I can give you the link to that GitHub and you can just start building all this. And then you can embed the IP to the Cherry inside of the app. So it's obfuscated, like just like our current API is embedded into the app and they just need to put their API key. we'll use that. We'll embed our Cherry server's node IP. Maybe you can obfuscate it somehow, in case somebody does know how to break down these apps and look at it. I don't think many people are going to take that effort, but in case they do, then we can have it obfuscate a little bit. But let me know if this works, and let me just give you a new repo where you can go ahead and build this entire node out. And I mean, could we even do this project inside of this Quant app project to keep it simple in the GitHub? And then since we're building from Cherry servers from the start, then we have the actual IP that we're using built into the Quant app. What would be better, a new GitHub for this, a new folder system, or just within this Quant app? Because now if it's in the Quant app, then you have access to everything here in this repo. There we go. Hyperliquid node is the goal, though. Yes, I think Hyperliquid node is gonna be life changing. Pups for life, bro. My dog changed the game. 3 years clean. Got him 2 weeks after I left rehab and put sobriety down to that. Oh my god, dude, that is life changing. Bash, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you. They're just such a bundle of joy. Man's best friend. It's really true. I had a dog growing up, but I loved my dogs. I love my dog. But I didn't realize how real that man's best friend thing is until you get into the real world, and you start losing friends. Like you start differentiating yourself from friends. All my friends, like I try to beg them to do this entrepreneur stuff with me, and they're not interested in it. You grow up, you grow apart, and your dog always by your side. Fucking love it. 777. Man's best friend. It's crazy. It's a crazy feeling that I couldn't understand 2 years ago. I just couldn't understand it. But like I would die for my dog. And I think most dog owners feel that way, which is okay. Now it makes sense why everybody buys so many dog products. I just want to buy stuff for my dog. Just want her to be happy. Just want her to have a good life. Okay, keep it in the Quant app. New folder inside the Quant app here. Okay, let's get it. This is fire, dude. So we're gonna be able to build all of this internally. Okay. Proposed structure. Okay. Wait. Obfuscation approach here. So someone can reverse engineer if they tried hard enough. That's fine. Same repo is better. I already have the context. I know the code base. Wait, but I'm gonna have to post this code on the Cherry servers, right? So if you're building it all in this repo, how would I then get that code? I know how to SSH into the Cherry servers. That's no problem. But how do I, if we're building the code in here, the server code, how do we go ahead and get it over there? Because really what you need is the IP address of that place where that's running the code. So I would build a Cherry servers Ubuntu and then put the code on that Cherry servers, and then it would have an IP and it would be running the node, and it would you would need that IP. So yeah, is it better to have the same repo, or are you building in the repo and then I just copy the folder over, or what are your thoughts there? Damn, Kenji, I'm so sorry to hear that, bro. Still wrecked, but I can only imagine, man. 777, bro. Sending you love. I can't even imagine that pain, dude. Last year. Oh, I guess that's the downside of getting a dog is like you're setting yourself up for the biggest heartbreak ever in a decade. Oh, if you're lucky. Sending you love, bro. Let me clarify. There's a distinction here. What goes where? So Cherry servers, Hyperliquid's node from their repo, Quant app, setup scripts, instructions, obfuscation, IP. You're not running my code on Cherry. You're running Hyperliquid's official code. The actual workflow, Cherry servers, Ubuntu. Git clone that. Okay. Follow the steps. Okay. Run the node on IP. Okay. You tell me the IP, Quant app repo. I embed that obfuscated. Okay. What I put in the node infra, just documented helpers. Okay. You'd either follow the README. Okay. A simplest path. Order your Cherry servers, SSH in, clone Hyperliquid's node repo. Tell me the IP. So I want you to I want you to get started on the stuff that you need on your side and instructions for me to set everything up on Cherry servers step by step. So while you're building that stuff, I can go ahead and start to set up Cherry servers and get that all SSH'd in. That will take a little bit of time. So go ahead. Start with the instructions first for me, and then go ahead and start building what you need. Okay, let's get all of these bots set up here. You can see they were a little janky, and that's why I checked my computer speed. I think what I'm gonna do though is eventually I'll get a new computer and I will just use this computer as a node, maybe. I don't know. Because that's 200. I'm looking at that 225. That's like part of my HOA, bro. That's half my HOA. So, edge is edge, and I'm grateful for you. Thank you, dude. Okay, we got V1, V0 going. Let's get it. V2. Who am I kidding with these 2-hour streams, though? Jesus Christ, time flies. Who am I kidding? Moon with a 2-hour stream? Yeah, right. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. Trying my best to keep it focused and last opportunity, minimum sweep, discount, size, balance. Okay, perfect. Balance is low on this one. Jan 2. Gang, it's still showing low though. Super weird because it still says Jan 2 has a low balance. It says that there's a balance on March 9. It shows 0 on. Nah, the thing is it flashes back and forth. Like it was about to show. Yeah. So for example, August 14th, it shows 0, then it flashes to full size. So it's like maybe there's a glitch here. And then February 19th shows 0 at this moment, but I'm sure it flashes back to the other one. Balance on V1 shows full balance, but yeah, it seems like maybe our balance doesn't work every time. What is this? I think we have a function here that we don't trade if we have less than a balance, right? A less than the available balance. So this is kind of key to get right. See what might be going on here. And if we can fix it, it just needs to be sturdy, or we'll have to just remove the whole balance thing. But if we remove the whole balance thing, then we will put in orders when we don't have a balance. So that's tricky. I think we just need to fix it. Okay, so it seems like we're sometimes able to get the balance. The RPC calls are failing intermittently. Found the problem. RPC fails. Silent.
You're up too old. Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we're just getting started, gang. Got some liquidations coming in. Hopefully, I will be able to fill a position today. We're in the middle of a range. I got 2 orders up here, pretty much. Liquidation entries. Good morning, Cruz. How are you? Okay, let's go ahead and see what her instructions are. Okay, read me. So I got to go to Cherry servers and essentially get that service she told me to do earlier. So let's see if I can get that. This is the one here. So this is the cherry server she set me up with. And I need to go over to cherry servers. It's gonna cost me a couple hundo. So I'm gonna take it seriously, dude. Let's go to servers here and let's try to build our server here. See what she's done. Okay, so it's ready for you in there, step by step. Server settings, server selection, AMD, Ryzen, okay, 7090, Singapore, node installation, RAM, storage, 1 TB. Run this on your Cherry servers. Node infrastructure here, data source, toggle, and app. So order the Cherry servers, SSH, and run. Give me the IP. Wait, so how do I do that though? I guess the one question I have is how do I get the code needed to run on the server? So let's try to create this new instance here. I'm on Cherry servers over here. And I'm gonna try to do this. But this stuff is intimidating to me, dude. There's so many options when setting up a server. So the node comes from Hyperliquid's official. Okay, sick. We're deploying their code. Beautiful. Let's see if this has been fixed yet. Okay, so all 6 bots are fixed. So I have 6 polymarket no bots here that have some errors in them, and we're just fixing them. Just fixing, doing the dev thing, the devy dev. Just moon diving away, moon diving away. Okay, so says balance is 0, 24, 0, 0, 110. It's ready. Low balance. I'll keep an eye on that, but server would be Singapore. How many cores? 16 cores. AMD Ryzen 7950. 7950. The GPU is 128. 2x1 TB, 10 GB, 100 GB. Storage is 1 TB. Okay. Network is 10 GBs. Okay. I think this is it. Wait. Go back. So I got the 790 here. Do I have any other 790s? I don't. Okay, so 100. And just confirm this for me, shorty. Okay, that all makes sense. Thank you. All right, that all makes sense. Thank you. Now, can you confirm that this is the right server for me to get? A dedicated server? Dedicated for sure, for sure. How's Claude doing? She doing good. Good job. Good job, shorty. Good job. Let's get it. Yes, that's the one. Perfect max. Let's get it. Okay, so I'm gonna get that. Okay, operating system. It says Singapore. Need Singapore here. Damn, that jumps. Holy moly, dude. That jumps a lot. It's out of stock too. Fuck. Damn. I can't get it. They're out of stock, dude. How are you out of stock? Looks like we got a little bit of a bug here or a problem here. The out of stock is across all of them except Chicago, and we can't do Chicago because we're can't be US, you know? I don't think Hyperliquid is accessible from the US. So what's my other option here? Hetzner, I guess. Fuck. Why are those out of stock? Oh, these AI data centers. How are you out of stock? What type of shit is that, bro? Do you see any others that are available here on Cherry servers? Here, I'll give you some different options. Hessner gave me a hard time signing up for them. That's why I'm just like trying to stick with Cherry if possible. Damn, I might have to pay up. I might just have to pay up, bro. Pay a little more. Um, and they got me. They got me, gang. They got me. They got me. Let's see if there's any cherries. They got to build more, dude. We need more. We need more. This is version 5. It's still chilling at no dollar amount. Yes, so you can see version 5 here is chilling with $0. So it looks like something's wrong. Like we're not able to get the amounts or something. It's been like 5 minutes. Volter, compact and ho. Look at these options. Here's the ones that meets where and shows non-US locations. AMD Ryzen. Okay, let's go see AMD Ryzen 99. Okay. Okay, that one has Amsterdam. And then this one, the 7313, 73. 7313P. Okay. This one has Singapore. 400 a month.
I don't care how good you are in anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
Nothing without discipline, because you give up on the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
With discipline and do what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote.
Mhm.
And if you can do that, you could be successful in anything.
You normally are.
Can you do a comparison of the latency from Singapore to this 9900 because they only have Amsterdam available? So what is the change in latency? And we can always change to a new server. I can keep my eye out for Singapore later. That's no problem. I just want to get this up and going. And it's not like we're doing extreme HFT or anything. So yeah, just compare what I'm going to take as a hit from Amsterdam using that one. Okay, so that is an option. Amsterdam of the, what is this, 9900 or something? 9900 Amsterdam. Frankfurt is out. There's 2 available in Amsterdam. Latency comparison is 50 to 80 milliseconds, but Amsterdam is 220. So what this means in practice, fetching lick data every 5 to 10 seconds, 280. Okay, so we're Gucci. This is just because you have all the MEV guys over on Singapore, probably. You're refreshing every second, 30, a few seconds. Go with Amsterdam. Okay, perfect. So let's just go ahead and say we're going to go with this one. Send it, she says. All right, so here we go. You can see I picked that one, and I'll set up Ubuntu, all this good stuff like you see in these screenshots. Just verify that it looks good. So it's 200 a month. So this is actually cheaper, but it's slower. But who cares? I'm not doing MEV. Maybe later, but let's get the server set up first. And then let's go ahead and get it. This will be called Hyperliquid node. Yeah, just do a double check that all of these look good. And then if good, I will go deploy the server and we're Gucci. Let's get it. So we're deploying the server today. I know I'm only supposed to be here for 23 more minutes, but we'll see if I can get it done in 23 minutes. Probably not. Okay, I got Ubuntu. Okay. All verified, good to go. Beautiful. And then compared to our original one that we were going to get in Singapore, I see this is a little cheaper. Is it worse or something? Will it run perfectly? And yeah, the NELs we're taking from doing this one instead of the first one you had said, the AMD Ryzen 7950, when it comes to like running the node, the non-validator node. I understand the changes in milliseconds of speed, but yeah, we don't really care about that right now. So I might be saving money here, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to deploy this, pay and deploy, 196 euros. So however much that is. Pay and deploy. Okay, so we are paying and deploying. Pay 196 euros. How much is 196 euros? Euro to USD. Oh, it's like 1.2. So 230. Okay, so comparison. Any else concern 12 cores versus 16? For non-validator, doesn't matter. Okay. Not it's actually a newer architecture, bottom line. No else. Okay. No else, baby. No else. So let's go ahead here and now I got to figure out how to set all this up. So I got to go to my cursor here, first off, and then I got to pause this screen. Pause. Okay. And then I got to make sure that YouTube is on non-financial advice as well. Got to log into my servers here. So it's not financial advice, not financial advice. Add new SSH. All right, on Visual Studio Code, can you teach me how to do this again? So I have a config file, and for example, one has an SSH into my one thing called Moondash, right? So it says host Moondash, and then under that, in that config file, space host name, and then the IP address, and then the next line says space host root. So I set it up in a way that I don't even have to put a password in, which is super sick. How do I set up my SSH here for this new server to not have to put a password in just like I did before? That's fire how I set it up before. I just don't know how to do that again. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Since you already have it worked for Moon, you have an SSH key. Just need to copy it to the new server. Okay. So once Cherry gives you your IP, okay, sick. I think I figured it out. So I gotta wait for Cherry to give me my IP first. And then yeah, let's just wait. Let's just wait. Um, let's see what's going on with the poly markets. Okay. Root cause was rate limiting. Too many calls. Okay. There was a rate limit. Interesting. So I probably need a real RPC in here, huh? I can do that right now, actually. I can do a. How's my quant app doing? It's doing fine. I'm building it incrementally, adding to it. So it seems like it's an RPC thing. Would something like Alchemy just fix this problem immediately? I have an Alchemy account that I could get an RPC. Okay, I'm gonna jump into Alchemy here. But I did get the ID and stuff for the node. So let me go ahead and put a server here. Okay, HL node will be the name. Okay, I got to get the username and password. Server's being deployed. Okay. How your idea on trading the lid? I don't know what that means. Oh, the licks? Yeah, the licks. It's doing well. I mean, it still takes some emotion, right? It takes some intuition, I think. So that's what everybody says about trading. So I'm just trying to trade like they are. Hand trade, whatever. Use the app though. Yes, Moondev Alchemy would immediately fix this. It'd be the cleanest way. So here's the solution. Okay, so I might do that later if I still have the problems. But for now, looks like we're Gucci. Yeah, I got all my balances here. All right, and tell me about these five fallbacks you did here. So it's essentially has a free RPC and then falls back to another free and then another free and another free. So it kind of works right now. It's just a little janky, right? And maybe I'll put it on my list of things to do if we have any problems with the balance again. That hey, I could just use my alchemy key and stuff. Is that correct? Are we pretty much good for now? I know it's a janky way to do it, but it looks like it's hacked together well and things are now working. So yo, Phil, Eric, how are you guys? Welcome, 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 Eric and Phil. Good to have you. Eric and Phil are in here. Let's get it. Exactly right. Here's my honest breakdown. Current setup is janky but working. RPC one fails. Okay, it's a hack. Yeah, that's what this is. Gucci. Let's go ahead and put in my notes here.
Don't even think about it, bro. Just keep going. Let them find out who it was. They gonna be on you.
So I'm gonna put into my notes here that we have a workaround here for poly market, but in the future we might need to do this. So alchemy, if the RPC calls start to die. So there's a website called Alchemy. Alchemy is an RPC provider for all types of different blockchains or whatever. You could also use what are the other ones? QuickNode. But Alchemy, I have an account here, so you can use RPCs, and I'm pretty sure that there's a free version that gives you a pretty good amount of calls. But you saw this problem I was working with all day today so far is that essentially my balance wasn't coming in because you have to get your balance from the actual blockchain, which is Polygon, and they have aggressive rate limiting on that free API. So the solution is to just use Alchemy. But my solution that we put in here was to use other free APIs, free RPCs. So RPCs are intimidating to me, but they're really just an API that you call to get blockchain data. And now I have like 5 backup free APIs. So I'm able to get my balance here. And that's what's important for me. So if one fault breaks, we have 5 backups. But if this keeps giving me a problem, I'll just go ahead and get my RPC from Alchemy, and that takes like 2 minutes. I could do that right now, but shit, this is working. So let's get it. Just make sure there's no errors on any of these, because remember, there's 3 files that go with this. And then here, what is this, dude? Okay. Okay, there we go. Now this is working. Beautiful. So remember, this is my enhanced thing. I have 5 orders here. I don't know why. Oh, it shows dollars over here. I got it. Okay. Beautiful. So we have the whole system for no market bots running, and we should be able to get data back. Much love to you. 777. I'm still waiting for this provision. So let's take 5 minutes. I'm probably going to go over the time. I said I was going to be done at 9 a.m. Eastern time. I think I'm going to go over, but if you got to go, I totally get it. I'm sorry that this is going to go a little longer today. I'm setting up a really big project with the Hyperliquid node. I think this is going to provide a lot of edge to the quant app and then also the whole community. Because if I have a node, dude, and you guys are in the boot camp, like, why wouldn't I share that node? You know, why wouldn't I? So I think this is a big project for the whole community. And I don't see many other places to get a Hyperliquid node right now. Like, for example, I just showed you about Alchemy. I don't see that for many other places for Hyperliquid specifically. If you ever do want to learn everything from me, I have the bootcamp that you can get access to by joining Lifetime All Access. It's wartime now, so I can't be fiddling around with showing people step-by-step videos and making new videos. I have a whole bootcamp that will show you step-by-step how to automate your trading. I've got Quant Elite 300 back tests and different algos and bots and types of things that I just build and I drop every single week. I've been here for years. So there's 300 plus sitting waiting. AI masterclasses, Solana courses, Polymarket courses, the Inner Circle calls, all of these daily calls you get access to. The MoonDev Vault as well. I've been uploading. There's 1.38 terabytes of my past streams in this vault. This stuff is not available anywhere in the world. YouTube made me take it down. You have full access to my vault that's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. All those Polymarket lag R bots, all those streams, they're in here already. Everything you've seen in the last week, it's in here already. Everything that I did 1 year ago, 2 years ago, come on, dude. Everything you need to know about automated trading is in the all access pass. You get everything that I have. One payment, never have to pay me ever again, and you get a ton of bonuses. Let's take that 5-minute break here because I'm waiting for this to deploy. And that is kind of where I'm at. I've already done everything else. So yeah, this is a good day. I'll look to see if I can get filled here on one of these positions, but if not, that's chill too. I'm not trying to overtrade. Got the Quant app. We'll probably make a couple updates here a little later. I know I said 2 hours here, but I think I'm just going to extend it to 3 right now. So if you get in, I mean, there you go, dude. There you go. So if you do get in before now 10 a.m., you get the full replay. So I just updated this to be moondev.com, dev.com/live. So we're going to go till 10 a.m. And I'm sorry for those that have to go, but you will get the replay. And if you get in here before 10 a.m., you get the full replay of today and yesterday. We're live now. Jump in. You will not miss the rest. And we're going to take a 5-10 minute break here. Wait for Cherry servers to deploy my server. Grab some water. Use the restroom. Do what you need to do. Thank you for locking in today. This has been so fun so far. We got so much more in store. If you get in before 10 a.m. Eastern, you get the full replay of today and yesterday. Let's get it. Break time.